Hi boys and girls, so we are going to do our last assignment for language arts for this week of week 5. Please make sure you're on LAL, make sure you're on class pages, make sure when you click first pages you go down to e-learning for grades 3, ELA weeks 5 through 8, and then you click on week 5. So then you're going to see all your assignments. So we are still talking about the story called What's in My Lunchbox. Hopefully by now you guys only owe me the last assignment, so that way you don't need to worry about LAL for for Thursday and Friday. So hopefully you guys got this done for me. And science, we have no more science because there were only 2 days, so hopefully you did both of your science, so you don't need to worry about science. And I'm hoping you finish your social studies today as well, because then on Thursday and Friday you won't have any science, social studies, or LAL. So you might have a free day. So get your work done so you can have a free day to talk with all your friends and video chat and do whatever you want. All right, so please make sure you go down to assignment 3, click on it. It tells you this close read focuses on the how did your tomatoes get in your lunchbox part of the story. Boys and girls, that means we're going to take our Mybook, or you can use the video, and you're going to turn to the story What's in My Lunchbox. But you're going to go to the part where they talk about how did the tomatoes get in your lunchbox? How did the cheese get in your lunchbox? Nope. How did the tomatoes get in your lunchbox? So you're going to be focusing on page 292 and 293 only. So you don't need to look at any part of the rest of the story. Okay? Just these 2 parts for this assignment. Now, it says, this close read focuses on how did your tomatoes get in your lunchbox part of the story. After listening to the close read, answer the questions. The first question is, what is the difference between the way the author and illustrator describes the process of growing and picking tomatoes and the way they tell you about how cheese is made? So tell me the difference between growing and picking tomatoes, and how it's different from making cheese. So you're going to have to reread this part too, I guess. So reread this part, figure how cheese is made, but then tell me what is the difference between how cheese is made and how tomatoes are made. Obviously, we know we grow cheese. We obviously know we grow tomatoes. Do we grow cheese? Tell me how cheese is made, and then tell me the difference between how tomatoes are grown. So that's number 1. Tell me the difference. 3rd grade sentence. So you would say the difference between the way the author and illustrator describe the process of growing and picking tomatoes and the way they tell about how cheese is made is that cheese is made blah, 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 and picking tomatoes and growing tomatoes are blah, 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 blah. And tell me about how those are made. Question number 2. Look at the illustration of the conveyor belt on page 293. It's the picture above the truck. What is happening to the tomatoes here? So here's page 293. The conveyor belt is above the truck. So as you can see, this is the truck. A conveyor belt is right here. You might see a conveyor belt at a supermarket when you're buying your food and it's going to the cash register. It's that black rubber part that moves your food to get closer to the register. So look at that picture and tell me what is happening to the tomatoes here. What is this guy doing to the tomatoes? What are they doing? If you don't know, you can go back and read that part and tell me what happens. So you're going to say on page 293, the tomatoes are, and tell me what's happening to the tomatoes. Okay? And then number 3 is, what do you think the man with the magnifying glass is doing in that picture? All right, so where's the man with the magnifying glass? Right here. What is this guy doing to that tomato? Okay? So you're going to say, I think the man with the magnifying glass is blah, 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 blah to the tomato. And then that's it. So as you can see, you are, you don't need to log into Ed Online. That's the little smiley face on ClassLink. You don't need to go on that because the story is, you have the Mybook at home and you have the YouTube video on the class pages. So you don't need to do that. So if you want, you can write your answer in the answer key, or you can just click on the download button and you could pop it up. And I have two open, so you're going to see two. Make sure you click Enable Editing. Write your name. And then again, you can write all your answers, the exact same answers the exact same questions that I just said before. And again, where it says log into ClassLink, you do not need to do that because you have the book in front of you. And as well as if you go back to right over here, you have the story right here. So you do not need to log on to ClassLink and the smiley face. Okay, guys? So that's all you have to do. Please make sure you hand in your work when you are done. Please don't tell me you are done with your work by commenting on the hand in button. I don't want to hear that you are done with your work. You have to show me that you're done with your work by submitting it, boys and girls. All right, so that's how you do LAL Day 3. Remember, if you're done with all three, tomorrow and Friday, you have no language arts homework. Bye.